Willie, you're doing one. You're doing two. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the last race of the afternoon, the flat race here at the Pennsylvania Hunt Cup. We're joined by local handicap and expert Walter Putterford. Willie, you're going to talk us through the field to start out with. Number one.
Yeah, we got a big field going to post here, Kevin, for the apprentice jockey flat race here. Number one is Data Room, Caddy Nielsen trains, and Bethany Bungardner rides today.
Number two is Satish. This is a Leslie Young import, and Archie Macaulay jetted in from Canada to ride this one, and they really fancy it actually.
Number three then is Lost Story, trained by Todd Wyatt and ridden by Amelia McGurk.
Number four is Pack Your Case, owned by Julie Nettry and trained by Zoe Valvo, ridden today by Aaron Swoop.
Number five is Eddie Graham's Sea of Erin, and there's a jockey change here. We've got Lydia Rose riding this horse, and it'll be very live if it's trained by Eddie, and I think that'll go well too.
Number six is Fletched, trained by Forrest Kelly. I'd be wrong in saying Amelia McGurk rides it because she's already riding the number three. So we'll have to go and find out what that jockey is, Willie, when we get back to these people.
Yeah, we'll have to talk upstairs to Will O'Keefe here and maybe get correction on that, Kevin. But number seven is Manacor, trained by young Irishman there, William Dowling, and ridden today by Aaron Davis. Aaron's mother, I believe, owns this horse, and Aaron rides this horse all the time.
And number 8 is Canaveral, trained by Hall of Famer Janet Elliott and Keith Dalton. This will be very live as well. Expect this to definitely be in the 3.
Number 9, Invigorating, ridden by Kerry Bryan, trained by another Hall of Famer, Jonathan Shepherd. Bound to be with a chance here as well.
Yes, Kevin. And the number 10 is the Gardensdale Farm, Overdrawn, Christopher Klobb trains, and Teresa Crusoe rides today.
Wonderful stuff. Well, joined by local expert. You've mentioned a few horses there with a live chance. Eddie Graham's horse. Eddie Graham, of course, won the Arlington Million not that long ago. He knows exactly how to win a flat race with some of these horses. You fancy that one?
I'd fancy Sea of Erin, but Satish will be very, very live. Leslie bought this horse, and he's been working really well at home. And Archie Macaulay would have ridden a few times in work, and he'll be live as well.
Interesting to see, Kevin. Here we got, of course, we're very close to Michael Matz's country here, famous Olympian to Road for America show jumping, who trains in Fairhill, and of course Michael trained the great Union Rags. So we have a 3-year-old running here, the number 1 horse, Caddy Nielsen's Data Room, and he's by Union Rags, so that's very interesting to see. And also we have another very interestingly bred one, Pioneer the Nile, of course, a great American Pharaoh was by Pioneer the Nile, and he's trained by Todd Wyatt, and it'll be interesting to see how these flat horses run.
Of course, very different horses to what we're here earlier in the day between the Maiden Timber, the Nominators 2 and the Hunt Cup. These ones are just very much starting out in their career. Thoughts on horses and where they go from here, using today as a prep run? They can go on and win anything after here.
Yeah, Leslie will be using this horse just to start, used to the Lasix and American racing, you know, and he'll be ready for the spring. Bruton Street own it, and they've got high hopes for this horse. It's like all of them; they're all here for a start, you know, and just experience the American racing and just get a run into them before they finish for the winter and come back in the spring, you know.
And of course, Kevin, another horse we can't forget here now, of course, Walter mentioned in his commentary there earlier, the number 8 Canaveral, trained by Janet Elliott, Hall of Fame trainer, and ridden by Keith Dalton. Canaveral is a pretty class flat horse in himself. If a horse like him and shows up on his best form here today, I mean, he'd be very tough in a race like this. He'd probably be the one I'd go for. I know, Walter's pretty high on the Leslie Young horse there, Satish, Bruton Street, and of course we know Walter's got close ties to the Leslie Young yard. But Walter, when you're handicapping these races, is it having that inside information from these trainers and being so close to the barn and all that, it's definitely helpful in your handicapping of a race.
It's very helpful here in Unionville, especially. They tend to work on the same gallop. Eddie works his horses at the same gallop as Paddy and Leslie, and Ricky Hendricks as well, who's had a fantastic season. They all use the same gallop and the same work strip, so you get a good feel for what horses are doing well and when they're coming into form. And interestingly, they all seem to run and win in batches and packs. Eddie's horses will be running well at the same time as Leslie's and Ricky's, so it's very interesting. It's a fantastic gallop they have up there, and it's only half a mile from here, but it gives you a fantastic read.
Now, Walter, you've been having a fantastic season handicapping these races, and we've been in close touch through the autumn here. But you've been picking out a lot of winners. Of course, your rival handicapper Richard, what's his name? He's at all the races every weekend.
Richard, he's emigrated back to England now, so Richard the punter, we miss
Richard
him.
the punter,
we miss him, yeah.
He was the greatest handicapper of steeplechase racing in the modern year, but he was a big rival of yours, of course.
He was a big rival of mine.
He was picking out all the winners, but
we miss him, but he was over for Far Hills. He's a big Charlie Longston supporter, and he tends to latch onto the European Raiders. He went home with his tail between his legs this year, but he'll be back next year. We hope all these European horses come back. I just think George Mahoney, what he did buying that horse was a spectacular
great move, a fantastic move.
A shrewd
move. Of course, we said at Far Hills that they, we talked about it before the race, myself and Megan Connolly, that they said that the novice race was a very, very strong division. We thought we had some good ammunition here from the United States, and of course Gordon Elliott's horse,
Zanzibar, yeah,
very impressively came over and and won that race, and it was a shrewd move by George Mahoney. Of course, a very colourful character, very colourful owner here in the United States, and a great supporter of the game. And it's great to see him having the success because he puts the money into it.
Oh, absolutely, and look, I mean, we're just down about to start here. Can I get your picks, lads? What's going to win this one? The lucky last. What are we going for?
What's the number? If you were having your fiver on it, what would you go for?
I'll have to go for Satish Archie Macaulay.
Willie?
Kevin, I'm going with the Hall of Famer, a local woman here, trains down the road here, Janet Elliott, a Cork woman, Canaveral. I think he can do it today.
And I know less than Bodie, so I'm going to leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the horses down at the start just before the last race in the afternoon, and we'll join you very shortly after. Over to Will O'Keefe.
They're lining up across the course. Flag is up. And away they go. Overdrawn on the extreme outside, invigorating now going to the front. Overdrawn drops back in third place as Canaveral takes over second. Sletched is on the outside in the light blue silks racing in fourth place, followed by Sea of Aaron. Status is there also. Here comes Data Room making a bull move up on the inside, now challenging for second with Status alongside. They race up the hill. Tightly bunched on the front end with Canaveral showing the way. Manacor is now racing in second place. Data Room between horses in third. Status there also with Love Story, and on the outside of Love Story is Fletch. Invigorating and Pack Your Case completes the field. Canaveral showing the way under Keith Dalton. Manacor follows in second place with Data Room in third. Sea of Aaron racing in fourth place as they drop out of view shortly. And here they come, Canaveral and Manacor on the front end, Sea of Aaron on the outside of Data Room, and they're followed by Fletched in the light blue silks. This is their first and last time to go around. Manacor has now moved alongside Canaveral, those two racing as a team. Data Room in third place on the outside, Sea of Aaron, with Status in the pink silks following in fifth place. So vying for the lead with Canaveral as they went out of sight. Status in the bright pink silks is about third. When they come around the final turn, they'll finish through the stretch. We should see them shortly. And here they come, Canaveral with Sea of Aaron. Sea of Aaron in the blue silks on the outside under Brittany Trimble with the advantage as they turn for home. Status in the pink silks trying to get there. Canaveral has dropped back in third place with Data Room alongside. They're into the final 3/16 of a mile. Status in the pink silks trying to get there. Sea of Aaron trying to hold him off. Sea of Aaron and Status battling towards the finish line. Sea of Aaron has the lead. Sea of Aaron is going to win this one by about 2.5 lengths. Status in second. Lost Story races in third. And Data Room was fourth. Our unofficial winner, number 5, William L. Cape, Sea of Erin, trained by Edward L. Graham, and actually there was a late rider change, the winning rider, Lydia Rose. And Sea of Erin, they were followed by Bruton Street US's Sadis, the number 2, with Archie McCauley. Number 3, Lost Story, was 3rd, and number 1, Data Room, was 4th.
5, 2, 3, 1, 10.
Willie, a culmination of a fantastic day. We tipped up Eddie Graham's horse in the preview, sluiced up, uneasy.
Very well ridden there by Lydia Rose. I know she hasn't ridden in too many races, and she gave that horse a lovely ride. Of course, trained locally here by Eddie Graham, and Eddie's a great flat trainer himself. And the horse won impressively.
No slouch at all, Eddie Graham. Of course, we give a big shout out to Satish as well, finished second. Leslie Young will have to be delighted with that one.
Yeah, of course, Walter put it for beforehand there. The handicapping guru here had that one, came in second there, ran a great race for Leslie Young and young Archie McCauley having one of his first rides here in this country.
Of course, finishing third then, Last Story, the number 3 horse, Todd Wyatt. It's no surprise that the trainers Eddie Graham, Leslie Young, Todd Wyatt filling the first 3 here. They know exactly what they're doing, expert trainers. I suspect it's only a flat race, not any money on offer, but they'd all be delighted now with that performance.
They'd be all delighted with those performances there, and like it's just a stepping stone to a bigger occasion here in a few weeks for those horses maybe to run on the flat somewhere. And a great chance for, of course, the apprentice riders to get a spin around Kevin on the flat, so they can get some experience and learn what race riding is all about. And they didn't have to contend with any jumps, obviously, but it's a good stepping stone for them to go and move along in their careers.
Absolutely, Willie. That brings an end a wonderful day here racing at the Pennsylvania Hunt Cup. Delighted to be able to bring it to everybody. A highlight of the day for you?
Highlighted today had to be the Pennsylvania Hunt Cup, waiting for that result to come in, the stewards' inquiry. There was a lot of tension here after the race, and we talked about while the stewards' inquiry was going on, we talked about how important the result would be to Darren's championship chasing dream, and keeping that race was a huge moment for him, and I think it puts him far enough ahead to, I mean, mathematically, I think Sean could pick him back, but he'd have to win every single race next weekend, which is, as you know, a very hard thing to do, Kevin.
Absolutely, and for me, imagine Mark Beecher giving tutorials around there in timber racing, just winning the second race. Like you, Evan Hour coming back to class, Darren Nagan knocking 100 winners, and maybe putting enough of a cushion there to win a Jockeys Championship. Of course, we have to thank HCP Sports, of course, massive help for us today to bring this to people just live, hopefully seen around the world by many people. Delighted to have the opportunity to do it.
Great, Kevin. And it just is beautiful for people to be able to see. There's some great characters coming to the steeplechase racing every weekend. From all over the world. We had some great interviews with many different people today.
Some of that unscripted stuff.
And it just goes to show what steeplechasing brings out in people. Brings a lot of people to the races to have a fun day, watch horses run in the countryside, and we had some great racing today. Some excellent rides. Mark Beecher was very impressive, but and great for Darren to get the championship won also. But it was it's just lovely to see how many different sorts of people come out to these great race days.
Well, as the night draws to a close here in the Pennsylvania Hunt Cup, the dusk is about to come in on the jumping season for 2017. We've been absolutely lucky and privileged to be able to bring you the Pennsylvania Hunt Cup. Willie and I will sign off now. Wish you a very happy Thanksgiving, a happy holidays, safe journey through the fall and winter of the year, and we look forward to seeing you again next spring.